Before I call Sharis Delgadillo in Austin, who is at South by Southwest, follow her at Sharis, Laxars. Sharis. If you're listening to this, if you're in South by, look her up, say hello. Anyway, I'm going to play a clip that she had with, I'm going to play a clip that Sharis recorded with Van Jones, who I think was one of the keynote speakers at the launch of South by. And then I'm going to call Sharis. So anyway, here's Van Jones with Sharis.
Well, hello, Van Jones. My name is Sharis Delgadillo. I'm with Latino Rebels Radio from LatinoRebels.com. So thank you for your talk. And I've watched your shows also on CNN when you went into the Rust Belt and interviewed, voters from the swing states that voted Democrat and then voted for Trump. But my question for you is, how much of the poor white male Trump voter is a myth when most of the people who make under $50,000 a year voted blue? So how much of it is a myth? How much of it is real?
Not most of the white people. Most of the vast majority of white people voted for Trump, including the majority of rich and poor. Cultural anxiety is real as well. We don't want to deal with that. There's economic anxiety. There's also cultural anxiety. When things change, change is hard. So, for instance, I love Oakland. Right now, Oakland is changing because all these .com people from Silicon Valley are coming up there, and every time I go back, something has changed. If I could build a wall and make Silicon Valley pay for it, I would do that, okay? Because change is hard. So it's just inevitable that you're going to have some people who are economically secure but culturally insecure, full of anxiety, who will then vote in ways that strike me as racist, strike me as bigoted, but it doesn't strike them that way. And so we've got to be able to have that conversation. But my problem with the liberals is the liberals have no sympathy for the rich ones or the poor ones who vote. So I'm coming at the liberals saying, okay, listen, maybe you say as some Wall Street guy who voted for Trump, you have no sympathy for him. Great, fine, I'm not going to argue about that. But you can't understand a coal miner? You can't understand an unemployed Rust Belt worker? You have no empathy for that person? There's something wrong.
So, but what would you say would be like a useful bilateral communication? Because obviously it seems like it's the people who are at the bottom of the economic strata who are fighting for resources. Like you would say
I'll tell you what, and I got to talk to other people. Yeah. We need to help each other. In South Central, I know some of the best people who do drug recovery in the world. When I'm in West Virginia, I see people, the opioid thing is massive there. It's just massive. It's never even occurs to us that we should, from South Central, go and help, or vice versa. There are people in parts of urban America that don't have the skills or haven't had the opportunity to develop the work ethic. You got a lot of unemployed white guys who've got skills. It never occurs to them to go and help. Go to Detroit, go to these places and help, because we act like we aren't even in the same country. And so what I'm saying is that I'm not smart enough to solve all these problems at the political level, but I know at the human level, we need each other. And if we sit back here and wait for them to go first, we're going to be waiting for a long time. People from the Latino community, Native American community, Asian American community, Black community, Arab Muslim communities, it is totally unfair that we have to suffer all this bigotry and bias and still have big hearts and reach out. But it's also totally necessary. It's totally necessary. Our wounds qualify us to lead everybody, and we have to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.